So I've just decided today that I'm just going to keep recording. I am literally going to record whatever's on my mind because although I may seem like I'm all over the place, and I'm not even worried about it because it's just the way, it's a part of myself that I actually love, because I am a fireball and I am full of good energy, positive energy. It radiates off of me. To be in negative environments and around negativity just is literally so draining. It's an area that took me a long time to accept, but I know what's best for me, and knowing that you have a choice to decide what type of environments you want to be in and what type of people you want to be around is truly a blessing. To be able to know that there's solace and how to get it and how to access it is just, I feel like a superpower. There are so many people in the world that are just troubled in so many ways, that more than we can imagine, but they have choices also. They have the same choices as me. They have the same choices to turn off the news. They have the same choices not to read that article that they know is going to raise their blood pressure. They have the same choices to say, I can't stay at this job. There has to be something different. I'm drowning here. I'm literally not surviving here. This job is causing me even more stress than I need, along with all the bills that I have to pay. I'm not going to numb myself by drinking and smoking and uh, whatever it is, whatever your vice is, whatever it is that you go to, overeating. Like there's so many things out there, and there's so many options. Like we have technology, so we are very visual beings, and we see a lot in the world. And sometimes through the eyes of the viewers, the lives of others look so much more entertaining and so much better. And we question ourselves over and over again. What are we not doing? And why don't we have these things? And it really affects the form of gratitude that you have. Social media is amazing, but there is a level of discernment that you have to use even with that, because you cannot always believe what you see. You just can't. You can't rely on that to put you in the mind frame of you not doing enough. You have to realize why those things are out there. And it's very entertaining. And there are some people that use social media for their platforms in a very healthy and positive way, a very inspiring way. But there are others that use social media and they become huge distractions, not only for us as adults, but for our children. So much so that certain conversations are not taking place in the home anymore. They're just not happening. Or you're not talking to your spouse, or you're not talking to your friends as much, all because you have this influence that you can't even understand why it affects you the way that it does, right? And then we came out of COVID, and a lot of us just had social media to rely on. A lot of us were able to reconnect with our families and do things that we always wanted to do, like sit at the dinner table, play games with our kids, ask questions, talk more to our spouses. Some people didn't survive. Some people got further away from their spouses. Some people divorced. Some people lost friends. Some people lost their children due to depression and things that they may have been experiencing in that isolation. The point is, since COVID, the world has changed dramatically, and it's going to keep changing. But there's certain things that can remain constant, and you have everything to do with that. You have the ability and the power to create the environments that you want, not only for yourself, but for your children and for your loved ones. You have that control and that power, that God is always going to be there no matter what. And just knowing that should give you a level of comfort. So in terms of the worldly concerns that we may have, we know that God is in control, and we pray, right? We pray and we have faith, and we gain momentum by trusting and believing that God will go before us in any given situation. And if not in the situation or the season that we're in, it's for a reason. It's not to beat us up. There's certain lessons that need to be learned. There's certain things that need to be moved around. And so you question less the older that you get. You just learn to question less, and just receive whatever it is that life has for you, because you're here. You're here. You're not just existing. You're alive. You're literally alive. And that is such a blessing, just to wake up every morning, to hear the birds chirping, to hear that alarm going off. A lot of people are not here. And for whatever reason, God called them home. But What I'm saying to you is every day, give yourself that opportunity, that minute to sit and just be thankful, to express gratitude, not to worry about what bills are not getting paid, not to worry about how someone, you know, misinterpreted something that you said, right? We need to have more conversations. We don't see those kind of things taking place. And then we look around the world and we wonder why things are the way that they are. We wonder why. There's so many messages that God is trying to send us all at the same time. And if we don't get it, then shame on us. But in my little area, my little corner of the world, it is my mission to understand exactly not only why I'm here, why I exist, what my purpose is, what I'm supposed to do while I'm here. That is my soul's mission, and that should be the same for you. Everybody may think that they don't have the opportunities because they're always focusing on the lack and the things that they don't have, and it's all a facade. None of it. We can't take any of those things with us. So all the people that are highlighting the importance of money and gaining and having and just to have and have and have without realizing what they already have, that is the true essence of life. That's what it is. The human experience, the soul to soul connection. I would rather sit in a park because it's free and meet someone that was along the way that was, walking their dog or watching their grandkids and have an organic soul experience that enriched my life, that didn't cost me a dime. I would rather do that than take a trip to Bali and then post it on social media because I'm just so excited that I had an opportunity to experience another part of the world. And I'm not saying that those things are not important, but if you don't have the ground, if you don't have the essential essence of why you're here and what life is truly about, then all of the trips that you take, all of the things that you're able to buy for yourself, they're just things. That's it. They're just tangible things. It's not soul fulfilling. I can tell you that. It doesn't keep you warm at night. It doesn't keep your mind from not racing and thinking and expecting. It doesn't change that. So just be mindful of that when you're after those riches, right? Really, truly think about what abundance means. Abundance, true abundance, has nothing to do with money. I can promise you that. Be blessed.